again. It's a red stick.
Welcome back to another video, guys. So I've had sent over a few gel polishes from Nail Reserve. I'm just going to quickly show you the colours today because I did want to use one of them in the set I'm going to do today. Big bottles. There's the ingredients if anybody wants to see them. Yeah, 15ml bottles. They're vegan, cruelty-free formula. Really nice gel polishes. So I'm just going to quickly fly through the colours and show you what they are. I'm going to start with this purple, and this one's called Thursday Drive. This is a beautiful colour, and they're so creamy. They're not thin, they're not thick, they're just a really nice consistency, really creamy, really opaque, exactly what you want. Look at that, one coat as well. I really like these gels. And then this one is the one I used, is called Each Day, and it's a milky white. I really needed this today, so I thought I'll just show you the colours whilst I'm at it. So that's just one coat of the milky white. So handy to have, aren't they, milky whites? This one, Starlight, oh my gosh. So I ended up swatching this over a black as well. This is one of them colours that just looks completely different over all different colours. So that's it over a clear. It's got that iridescent coppery goldy. It's gorgeous, isn't it? And look at it over a black. You get a completely different effect. That's like a, oh gosh, I don't know. I'm not even going to try and describe it. It's just beautiful, isn't it? And then this one, oh my gosh. This is called Away We Go, and it's a super pale pink. I think this is a little bit milky as well. I really like it. Really pale pink, isn't it? It looks white, but it's not. It's pink. And then this one is called To Stay. Again, it's a little bit of a milky, pale purple. I really like them. And then this next one is called Dancing. This one's cute. So this is just little matte. You all know I love my matte glitters. It's got a tiny matte white glitter in there. Look at that. So cute. And lastly, Cactus Dream. This is as close to neon as you could get without being a neon, isn't it? Super bright green, but it's not quite a neon. Really nice green, bright green. I love it. So that's them all swatched. I'm going to show you that polka dot, no, matte white over a couple of different colours in a sec. Look at that. That is going to be so pretty over a pink. I'm going to use that, I think, on my own nails over a pink, because that's going to be stunning. And that's the pale white and the pale purple. You can just about see the slight hint of pink and purple, can't you? So that's that polka dot. I keep saying polka dot. Yeah, that's that one over a green. Isn't that cute? That's going to be fantastic for Christmas. Beautiful pink snowy Christmas nails. And then that's that over the green and the purple quickly, just to show you it's just completely different over different colours, isn't it? Right guys, so yeah, that's the bottles there. 15ml, look, cruelty free, 9-free formula, they're vegan, fantastic gels. I've got a discount code as well, a big one. I've got a 50% code for them, guys. It'll all be below in my description box. Right, so let's get on with it. I'm using Xxl coffin tips today, really long ones. Regular nail glue. I like to just use regular nail glue. Little bit of glue in that well, hold it on, and then always pinch it in at them side wings. Make sure them side wings are stuck properly. So these tips, they're quite thick. Where they've been glued on, they are quite thick. So I'm just filing over just to blend it in a little bit with the natural nail, and filing them side wings as well, just so there's not so much of a bump. And then I'm going to use a buffer and buff off all the shine off the natural nail and the nail tip. Get rid of all that shine. Gel won't stick to anything shiny. So yeah, get rid of all that shine. So I'm using Born Pretty base coat because I'm going to be using Born Pretty Polygel. You don't need to base coat the whole tip. You can just base coat your natural nail if you don't want to waste your base coat. Yeah, just a nice thin even coat of base coat, and I'm going to stick that in the lamp. If you've got a primer and a bond dehydrator, make sure you do all that before you base coat. I always skip it because it's a practice hand. So I'm starting with Born Pretty's Opal Polygel. This is just a milky white, isn't it? And I want this. I'm only going to show you doing the pinky. I'm going to do the pinky and the pointer finger exactly the same. I just wanted this just a little bit more than half, bottom half. And I'm just patting it and pulling it down that whole nail. Keep swiping down them sides, because any polygel hanging over them sides, you're gonna have to file it off. So try and get it as neat as you can before you cure it. Keep swiping down them sides, and then I'm just gonna fade it off up that nail. I wasn't too bothered about the top end, that's gonna get covered. So just faded it off slightly up that top end, and then I'm gonna stick that in the lamp for 60 seconds and do the same on the pointer finger. Oh my god guys, I totally forgot, this is my Birthstone series. Because of everything that's gone on, I didn't get to do last month's, which was Diamond. And I thought, sod it, I'm still going to do it. I don't care that April's gone, I'm still going to do it. So this is a continuation of my Birthstone series. And last month's Birthstone was Diamond. I'm so sorry that it's late, but no, I still wanted to do it. But yeah, anyway, let's get back to the set. This nail's just going to be a full polygel nail. So I've just put quite a big blob of polygel at the top. And again, just keep patting it and pulling it all the way down that nail. Keep swiping down them sides. Yeah, just like that. And then that's going to get a full 60 seconds cure. I am going to do all my filing and buffing off camera today as well, guys. So they've had just a tiny little bit of a file. They didn't need much, just to crispen them up a little bit and then give them a really good clean, get rid of all that dust. So that's them done. Now this is where I decided to use this Each Day Milky White. I wasn't happy with that polygel. I thought it looked a little bit, I don't know, patchy. I could see a little patchiness in it. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to go over them the white parts with this milky white. I think I still managed to keep that milkiness. I didn't want it bright white. I still think I managed to keep a little bit of that transparency, which is what I wanted. But yeah, I think that polygel might have gone off. I'm not sure. Right, so they've been cured in the lamp, and I've pulled out. This is a pigment. It's not a chrome. It's a pigment powder that I got in a lip gloss making kit. So yeah, it's just an ultra fine pigment, and I'm going to use a base coat. So I'm going to stick this base coat in the lamp, and I'm just going to use the tacky layer off that base coat to put the pigment on the nail. So I'm just using a really fluffy pigment brush, and I'm just dabbing it in. Just dab it. Don't brush it on, because you'll end up with bold patches. Alright, you'll end up with bold patches. Just dab it. And then once you've completely covered it, dabbing it, then you can brush off all that excess. And I'm going to seal that in with a base coat. And I'm going to do that on all the white parts. Seal that in with a base coat because I need a tacky layer for my polygel to go on. Right, so this is Pearl Pink from Born Pretty. I love this colour. It's a beautiful pink. And again, I'll just show you doing this pointer. I'm going to do the pinky off camera. I just wanted to do a nail bed fade. So I've put just a little bead on, really. So to do my fades when I'm using polygel, I get it tucked. Always start with my cuticle area. Get my cuticle area nice and neat. And then I'll go on to my sides and get my sides nice and neat. And when I'm doing a fade, I like to get my polygel in a straight line. So can you see now I'm getting that polygel just kind of in a straight line across. And then I'll start to pull it down and fade it off. It just helps me fade it off nice and even and straight. I did have a little blob that just slid down by itself that I had to faff a little bit, but yeah, for the most part, if you get your nail bed in a straight line before you fade it down, it just helps it fade a lot more even. Just like that. I'm going to do the pinky off camera, and they're going to have a full 60 seconds in the lamp. And now onto this middle nail. I wanted to do a nail bed. I haven't done a nail bed for ages, guys. I've really struggled with this today. Really struggled. But luckily for you, I've edited a lot of it out. So, just like I did on the other nail with the cuticle area, I like to get that done first. Get my cuticle quite thin, nice and neat. If you do touch your skin, just use your brush and wipe it away. So when I'm doing nail beds, I just keep pulling it down the middle and swiping it in from each side. Just pat it and pull it down the middle and swipe it in at each side like that. And then just keep rounding it off at that tip. The good thing about Polygel is it won't cure until you put it in the lamp. So you can sit and play and faff. But yeah, just swipe down each side and keep rounding it off at the tip like that. So I'm just going to jump forward because I ended up wrecking it and having to start again and all sorts, guys. I made a right dog's dinner with this today. But anyway, once you're relatively happy with it, you can always file it afterwards and get it crisp and nice and neat, which is what I did. So I'm going to stick that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And yeah, I'm going to file this off camera just to neaten it up a bit. So, same as I did on those other nails, I'm using this milky white and I'm just going to give the free edge of this nail just 2 generous layers of this milky white, and I'm going to do exactly the same as what I did on the other white parts with the pigment powder. Right, so I've pulled out a little pot of Mylar. It's like mirror Mylar. There's not much colour shift. I didn't want anything with a colour shift. And this is a little mirrored hex mix. Again, there's no colour shift on it. And these are just tiny little mirrored hexagons. I didn't want anything with too much of a colour shift. I wanted it to look quite diamond-like because that's my theme. Diamond birthstone. The Mylar did have a slight colour shift, but I liked it. It was subtle. Right, so I just wanted a little bit of a fade coming down from where that nail bed is. So I'm making it quite busy where the nail bed is. And then I'm just going to use some of them small hexes and just sprinkle a tiny bit just to fade it off. I didn't want to put too much in there, but yeah, just a little bit of a fade coming off that nail bed. I'm using a base coat, by the way, guys, as well. I've gave these nails a coat of base coat to put this glitter in. Ignore the pinky. I ended up wiping that off. I didn't want it on there. So this ring finger, yeah, again, I'm doing a fade. I wanted it jam-packed and really clustered up at that cuticle area. And again, I'm just going to use the small bits and just sprinkle it off down the nail. And then they're going to get cured in the lamp. Yeah, ignore that pinky because I took it off. Didn't like it. Right, so guys, I'm just using a builder in a bottle rather than a clear polygel. I don't like using clear polygel when I'm using glitter. I just think you lose a lot of that sparkle when you're using glitter. So I'm just using a clear builder in a bottle just to encapsulate this glitter. You could just use a couple of thick layers of top coat, but I needed to build the rest of that nail bed nail anyway, so I thought I'll just do it all with the builder in a bottle. So I've gave that just a nice generous coating of the builder in a bottle. Make sure all that glitter is completely covered. And then same with that middle nail. I need to finish building that free edge because there's no polygel on that free edge. It's just gel polish, isn't it? So I'm going to use this clear builder in a bottle to finish building this nail. And they are long nails, so they do need to be thick in that stress area. So I'm going to stick that in the lamp for 60 seconds, and then I'm going to get them all filed and buffed, ready for top coat. Right guys, I think I'm just going to let you watch really now. I'm just going to give these a nice generous coating of Born Pretty Super Top Coat. I say it all the time, I'm going to say it again, you cannot beat this top coat. It is the best top coat I've ever used. I use it on my natural nails. I try and save it for my natural nails, but now and again I do use it on these false nails that I do. Yeah, and don't forget guys, I've got my discount code is actually 22%. It's still Aggie20, but it actually gives you 22% off. So always make sure you take advantage of that code, guys. It's a good one. Right, so yeah, guys, I think I'm just going to let you watch now. I'm going to get these nails blinged right up, because at the minute they're not screaming diamonds to me. So they definitely need some sort of blingy diamonds on there. So yeah, just I'm just gonna whack a load of rhinestones on there now guys, so I'll let you watch and I'll see you at the end. Sorry guys, I didn't show you doing all the gems, but a lot of it, some of it was quite repetitive. So anyway guys, there we go. Do you think they say diamonds now? I think they needed more bling, you know. I do think they needed more bling, but I love them. I'm really happy. I'm glad I did this set. Anyway guys, that is it for today. Don't forget to take advantage of the massive 22% off code for Born Pretty. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Take care, bye.